start the intro from right here. I'm going to record a little intro. I had good intentions for today's spread and video, and they just went to shit. So, buckle up for a shit show of a journal spread. How about that? Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be setting up April in my reading journal, but before that I wanted to flip back and show you March completed. So it is storming where I am. If you can hear that in the background, I am sorry, but I've got to get this video recorded. So here is my March calendar and my March spread. I've got my stats here. I read 7 books, 2,716 pages, 3.93 was my average rating. If you watched my wrap-up video, you should already know those stats, but there they are in my little interactive spread. And okay, here are my reviews. Don't look too closely if you don't want spoilers. So a recap of The Book of Lost Things was 4 stars. That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon was 2 stars. A Sorceress Comes to Call was 4 stars. Dungeon Crawler Carl was 4.5 stars. And I put Dungeon Crawler Carl and Carl's Doomsday Scenario together. Carl's Doomsday Scenario, though, was 5 stars. I forgot that. My really messy stars there. And then I'm going to put, maybe print and put some things here because I kind of did that together because it's a continuous story. Buried in a Good Book was 3 stars and Quicksilver was 5 stars. I do need to put the review here for Quicksilver. And then moving into April, this is the Magical Readathon spring semester. So I did a setup. I have that video hopefully up by now. And now we are going to do April. So I'm actually going to do interactive pieces on both sides this month. So I'm going to skip a page here because I will close that in and then have interactive elements on both sides. So first, what I'm going to do is I am going to take my Distress Oxide and I'm going to vintage up my paper to make it look more like parchment. I'm probably going to end up doing that every single month, maybe, probably, possibly, I don't know. But I'm definitely doing it for this month. So give me just 1 second and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have distressed my pages. This time I not only went in with the walnut to darken the edges, but I went in with a little bit of the black soot as well because I want this page to look scorched. And that is because we're going to have a dragon on the spread this month. Also, my dog is out, so I'm sorry if you can hear her collar in the background. This month I decided that I wanted to print out a calendar instead of just sketching the calendar in because I wanted to have just a little bit more room. I am going to give myself a little bit of space down at the bottom because I'm going to have some dragon eggs down here. And then I want this to end up pulling out from this side. So in order to do that, I have got to plan out when it's in. It's going to be here. Oh my gosh, it is like storming outside. So this is going to come out right here. I need to mark that. I'm going to mark it here. And I think I'll just go ahead and cut it on the dotted line here. Okay, so I am going to cut right here so that I can have a pull out on this side. Okay, so I messed up a little bit. I cut it a little bit too far. I should have stopped it so that the white didn't show, but it's not that big of a deal to me. What I do need to do though is I need to put something behind this so that I can distress this just enough that it blends in with the background. And some of the stuff that I printed for today's spread I did on cardstock, and some of it I ended up putting it on regular paper because I forgot to change it. Okay. I'm going to glue this down, and I might actually do it here so that it actually disguises that line just a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Okay. And then it will come out. And then once the page is taped down, that will also help it to be a little bit more sturdy. I kind of don't like these up here, so I wonder if I were to peel that back and cut that off, if I could do a stamp on here. I think I'm going to try that. And then I'm going to try just using this Distress ink as my ink pad for these days of the week. But I'm going to try it on a scrap piece first. I don't like it being all around it. So let's see. Hopefully my Tombow will do okay on top of that. Okay, so Monday is there. Oy. That's, yeah, I don't like that. I've managed to mess this all up. Well then, not perfect, but you know, it will be fun. You win some, you lose some. And I lost that one. I also have this stamp set here. I think I will center it. Okay, I can fix that. Okay, it wasn't awful. Could have been better, but it wasn't awful. I think what I'm going to do next is create a little nest down here. So I got some paper, some cardstock, and I'm going to make something that looks like a nest to put the eggs in. Okay, so I just tried to sketch out something that looked like rocks. I thought this was a little short, so I flipped it over and did it on this side. And I'm going to go in with some gray. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to cut this out. And I'm going to put it down here like a pocket. So I'm going to put the adhesive around the edges. I'm going to try to get as close to the edge as I can. So that they go down in there. Okay, super cute. Okay, that turned out really good. Okay, I really like that. So I'm gonna move these for just a second so that I can decorate this up a little bit. So I'm gonna put some of this washi tape. And I think I'm gonna do it right here, maybe up across the top, maybe down here. I think I'm gonna put some if I put it here, the eggs are gonna be here. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. So this is like map washi, but it's kind of got a greenish tint to it. I've got a lot of color in this spread, so I wanted to do kind of a pop of color with the washi as well. It's a little bit annoying having the backing on it, I can't lie, but I guess it's also good though because I can test out before I cut it. Here though, I'm just gonna, gotta go up just a little bit, get the letters. Actually, I think I'll tear it. And they go right back in on the other side. Okay, somewhere I have some more dragon stickers. So I might want them to overlap a little bit. So I'm actually going to do the next side. On this side, I'm going to do another slide out of a knight. On this side, I need this to sit here. Okay, so I'm going to cut it here. Down to here. I'm going to cut just a little bit more. So I wanted it to kind of have this little 3D kind of thing going on. So like the grass and stuff is out here, and you pull it, and there's your night. Behind this, you're gonna have this little pop-up moment here. So I'm gonna put this here and then continue. Yeah, I guess that'll be fun. Probably should move it over just a hair, and it's crooked, I think, but it will be fun. So again, I could just fold this over because this is going to be glued together anyways. And then I can glue this part down. That is not wanting to come off. Of course, it could also be the texture on here. Okay, so now I feel like you can't have knights and dragons without having a sword in the stone. That's just me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back here. I'm going to find what I did with the little sword. And I'm going to cut the teeny tiniest little notch in here. I think that went through. So that I can have, a sword in the stone. So there. And then I think I'm gonna need more of the washi. But I don't know about having it going sideways like that. I could just finish this across the top. Doesn't quite go to the top, but it will do. Okay, and then I need to make sure that I cut through the washi. Okay, good, perfect. Okay, so now I think I want to layer a little bit more washi to kind of pull this together some more. And then I think maybe a little bit more dragon and or knights, maybe. Something like that. I think I need some dragons. Oh, no, I can't do it there. Duh. I can if I cut the sticker. I don't know that I want to cut the sticker though. I'll just do it here. Not gonna be very to scale here, huh? Very well. Oh my gosh, I am making a huge mess today. I can't get it together. I'm just not finding what I need. I guess since I already have some dragon eggs, I can put some more dragon eggs down here. And this is a little it's not quite, I don't know. We'll eventually get it figured out. I feel like it needs a little something pulled together. Maybe if I just stick more dragon stickers on there, it will look better. When in doubt, add more stickers. That's crooked as crap, but it's on there and it's not coming off. Washi stickers have like a white background, so it's gonna look a little weird, but it will work. Okay. Got there. Okay, and then this one. So let's close that up. Let's go ahead and color in what books I've read so far. So far I've only finished one book, which would be The Wren and the Holly Library. And then, actually, did I finish that on the 4th or the 5th? Oh gosh, I can't remember. Hold on. Okay, I did finish that one on the 4th. Then on the 5th, hold on. Oh, I just realized what you guys probably realized a while ago. This was supposed to be a Monday to Sunday. I will figure that out in a minute. So anyways, I read that one until the 4th, which was a Friday. And then on Saturday, I started 2 books. So I started A Song to Drown Rivers, and I started my buddy read for this month, which was Magnolia Parks. And I'm probably about 75% of the way through Magnolia Parks, and about I don't know, 25% through A Song to Drown Rivers. Okay, so I just decided I'm gonna cover it up and pretend like it never happened. I feel like that's very Bob Ross of me, right? It's just a little happy mistake that makes me want to rip this out and start over again. But I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it like this. Yeah. Oh, shoot. I'm like totally dysfunctional today. That's not going to come out, Tracy. There, maybe. A little bit more. A little bit. I have to cut it. Son of a bitch. Okay, screw it. It's good enough. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Make sure you're printing on cardstock, people. That's my recommendation, because I forgot to switch back to cardstock on this. Let me see what happened to me. Get in there. Let me just totally F this up. Hey, Wyatt. Have you got one of my glue sticks? Of course not.
Mama, one has one.
Thank you.
Hi, world.
Okay. Oh, shit, fuck it. I did not print this on cardstock, so I ended up having to glue it onto cardstock. Oh, wild times. Okay. Suck it. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. All right. Get back in there. And this, that will never be pulled all the way out, or it's not going back in. Okay. Hey, this is real life, people. This is real life. No movie magic happening here. Okay. Boy, now I can't finish Magnolia Parks or A Song to Drown Rivers until tomorrow, which is fine. I think I'm going to bed after this. Okay, anyways, here is April. So I had the idea to take, holy shit, where is it? January, where I was using my new stickers that I got from Korea Crafts. I think. I don't know. I'm just Delulu at this point. Anyways, I had an idea for like knights and castles and things like that. It went with the theme. So I decided to go back to that, but interactive-ify it. Yeah, I don't know at this point. Whatever. So on the backs of these, I think is where I'm going to put my stats. I guess that's where I had printed it on the other side. And they were like way too big. Also my sword. Yeah, I got that stuff from Canva. Okay, whatever. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm going to put my stats on the back of the dragon eggs, I think, because that's like my interactive piece for this. Worst case scenario, I will like take one of these tabs and like write it on the back or something. I don't know. This spread is just okay. Oh my gosh, and this. Okay, so when I'm printing my covers, I'm just gonna stick them over here wherever. I'm hoping to have like 7 or so books at least. 6. Yeah, I think. I don't know. I don't even know at this point. I shouldn't have recorded today, but I did. So here we are. So yeah, I'll probably start over here and work my way back over, and I'll figure it out. I'll probably wait until the end of the month and put them all at one time so I can arrange them how I want them and not mess the spread up any more than I did today. Wow. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop before I do something else stupid. Here's my April spread. It's dragons, it's knights, it's a sword in the stone. I think it's cute. I like it. I like how it turned out. I will see you again soon. I have lots of content planned for this month. I've just got to get to it. It's been a while because we are actually like right in the middle of moving. Like I left my desk here so that I could record this, but really and truly I need to move this desk into the new house. So yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna go take a nap. I don't know. Bye guys. I'll see you next time.